Alright, so another audio commentary. It's been a long time since I even did a commentary. This one is a random one I decided to do uh, just on the fly. Mortal Kombat Legends Battle of the Realms. It's an animated film. Pretty much the Earth realm heroes must journey to Outworld and fight for survival of their homeland, invaded by the forces of evil warlord Shao Kahn, in the tournament to end all tournaments, the final Mortal Kombat. It was released in 2021, 80 minutes, so yeah, let's see where this goes. I'm at the Warner Brothers animation uh, logo. 3, 2, 1, pressing play now. So, yeah, I am a fan of the first film, Mortal Kombat, which, 1995, I believe? 94? 95. I played some of the games, never beat any of them, but, yeah, I am a casual fan, I would say. I like Sub-Zero, I like Scorpion, I like Liu Kang, um, Jax, he's pretty cool. I actually like elements of, really elements? I don't know. I like parts of Annihilation. I know, sue me. Um, I know that's considered like the worst in the whole franchise. But, like, I don't know. I grew up with that one and the first one. So I kind of have a soft spot for it, I guess. I like Cyrax, I believe the yellow alien character, or cyborg alien, not alien, cyborg or android character. The one where Jax and Sonya go in that one lab or whatever. Or when Sonya breaks Jax out of the lab and they have to fight Cyrax. I like Goro in the first one. I thought he was pretty cool. Um, they did the black dude dirty in that though. But I guess he couldn't. I don't know. It seemed like you can sort of beat Goro if I don't know a certain way. I mean, Johnny Cage. Granted, he didn't really beat him in a tournament, but or would that count in? Because he left the fighting. Didn't he leave like the arena or whatever, and he kicked him off the cliff? So this has some gore in it for sure. Decent gore. That opening with Raven and that lady and a crying baby. And what was his name? Baraka. Some of those. I forget what his species or demons. Aren't they like demons? The demon species. I can't remember what they're called. Yeah, we have an opening battle scene. I don't know. A lot of people say Baraka gets the short end of the stick because like he always gets jobbed, which I guess you could sort of I can't really disagree because yeah, like you don't like even in Annihilation, like they totally just made him weak. I think he died twice because they I think they did like a double. They pulled a copy and paste, or did you see him die twice? Because I guess it was supposed to be just either the yeah different. version, a different thing of his species, but like you can tell it was the same scene just sliced in. There's the introduction to, I forget that character's name. I think that's him. The Shaolin monks or whatever. I don't know. Why would they assume they can take that thing? Let alone those, like, just running. I forget that guy's name that throws his hat. Isn't he, like, one of Liu Kang's uh, buddies? Or best friends? Or is he, aren't they related, I believe? His cousin or something? Could be wrong. I believe he was in the reboot of Mortal Kombat, which I'm mixed on that movie. Like, I don't hate it. Like, I know a lot of people either love it or hate it, or not even hate it. They just think it's just all right or decent. All right, we got Jax, we got Luke, Johnny Cage, which they're gonna bring him back. I guess they're gonna bring him into, they're introducing him into the sequel to that movie, which I wonder who's playing him. Pretty decent animation right now, I will say. Where's Sonya at? Kung Lao, that's his name. Oh, that's Stryker. I thought it was Johnny Cage. Whatever. Why did I not notice or realize that? I should have realized that was not Johnny Cage. Watch, I guarantee Baraka dies fast. That's Johnny Cage, alright. Wait a minute, Melina is in charge of, or Katana or whatever. I can't remember which one's the good chick, the one at the love interest of Liu Kang. I think it's Katana. And then there's Jade. I know she's the evil clone or sister. Johnny Cage International Action Store. He's mentally unwell. Oh, I guess that was just the soldier Shao Kahn who, even though he's dressed just like him, but like. All right, there's Sonya. Jeez, she's a she's a dead shot on a sniper rifle. I'll give her that. Didn't I kill you? Wow. Already, Baraka gets down. Ooh, they even do this in the video games, like the newer ones, where they whenever somebody does like a impact to like a person's part of their body, they show their skeleton and that body part getting cracked. They're doing that in this. Pretty cool. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. The power went out all of a sudden, so I had to re-record. Or yeah. So I'm at the 9 minute and 43 second mark. So if you wanted to follow along, that's where I'm at. But 3, 2, 1, pressing play now. Oh, they're not even dating. Liu Kang, Raven, or Raiden. Okay, I don't know why I called him Raven. It's Raiden. But yeah, back to what I was saying about the reboot. I mean, again, I don't mind it, but I would prefer the classic '95 Mortal Kombat more because at least it had cooler looking and characters, cooler fight scenes than what was in the newer one. Yeah, there's gore, but it's not even that great of a gore movie, really. I mean, you have what's the name? Goro is CGI, which I didn't care. I'm not like a hater on CGI, but I didn't really care for his look much there. I liked the animatronic version of the original. Plus, there's way more quotable lines in the original than there was in the newer one, so I can't think of a single line that was quotable in the newer one. There's Shao Kahn. So he wants to have another tournament. Okay, so Raiden wants to. He decides to want to go with Shao Kahn to the other folks, to the Elder Gods. They're gonna have another Mortal Kombat tournament. Most likely. A Scorpion. Is this a flashback? Yeah. Even in the reboot, matter of fact, the whole promotion was Scorpion versus um Sub-Zero. Like, not really. Like, he was in it at the beginning and then at the very end, final fight. And even then, he needed help with that from Cole, who I'm not really a big fan of that character. I don't hate him, but like, he's just there. So I guess I forget who this guy is, if he's even in the games. I guess Scorpion has to. He's connected with this key or something. There's Smoke versus Sub-Zero. Ooh! Some of the fights in this are pretty cool. Oh, I guess this isn't even the original Sub-Zero. This is brother. That kind of sucks. Beyond. That's Sub Zero's original name. Get out of here. Behan. Alright, so I guess Sub Zero's brother and Smoke are gonna go after Scorpion. Cyrax! I'm not really a big fan of their designs in this. They've been turned into androids. Oh, I guess they're gonna fight those two first, because they turned into Terminator. Jeez. Cyrax is no joke. I guess Smoke's gonna get turned into a robot. I wonder if fans even like that character. Him, Rain, Reptile. Like, I know Scorpion and Sub-Zero are like the main mascots of the franchise, I guess you can say. In terms of like ninja oriented characters. Like, I don't see a lot of people care for or ask for Reptile, Rain, even Smoke. I remember in Annihilation, I don't even think the Elder Gods had a actual body. They couldn't afford people to look like human people. They couldn't afford actors, so they decided to just make them these smoky, foggy looking CGI things. I swear that's in Annihilation. Could be wrong. It's like Raiden will be in the tournament. They gotta take away his powers, though. I do wonder, what do the Elder Gods do in the meantime? Like, besides not holding meetings to be summoned, like, what do they do afterwards or before that? Well, it's set. Tournament has begun, or it's official. Nobody likes Striker either, I assume. I don't see no fans really gun ho about him. We want Striker in the sequel. Wasn't he in the original cut of or script for the original Mortal Kombat? Was he like cut out or something? Or no, I think that was Jax. Never mind. I believe. Oh, Shinnok. That was so we have two storylines going on. We have Scorpion's thing with this key, uh, or pieces of a key or something he has to find, or he can't have Shinnok find him. And then you got the tournament. Also, there was no tournament in the reboot. And sorry, there's a lot of silence. I'm trying to pay attention. The arena design is decent. Ooh, get out of here. How's he even standing after that? Who is that chick with the spider arms? What? That's the winner? I thought they had to kill the person to whatever to advance. Wow, Johnny Cage loses. Jeez. Baraka. Wow, he gets already beaten. Are you serious? He gets beaten by Striker. I wonder how fans feel about that. Yeah, some of these characters on Shao Kahn's team I'm not familiar with. I seen the four-armed tiger guy, but I don't know his name. Ooh, arms ripped out right out of the socket. Why couldn't we get any of this in the reboots. I don't get it. People praise that for, oh, it's got gore. Yeah, but I'm sorry I keep harping on the. I would say this is way better than the reboot so far. Like, I'm not really a fan of Scorpion's side thing, but side plot, but uh, yeah. Other than that, like, better gore, some funny lines from Johnny Cage, which I would hope in the newer one. Now it's Scorpion versus Sub-Zero's brother, and Robo's no smoke. So I guess they're gonna team up now against the robots. Looks like an evil Iron Man. These are pretty good fight scenes so far. He's got a broken spine. How do you recover from that? Well, Scorpion's captured. Now we're back at the tournament. Raiden is in the tournament. And I believe he has lost. Or not. He should be done. His ribs got beaten in. Like, are you serious? I guess a cartoon, but alright. Raiden wins. How how does he just walk that off? I'm sorry. Like, we saw the skeleton or X-ray of his body getting broken. Alright, so Scorpion's been taken hostage and taken to a temple where he is not supposed to be. The three robots get the shaft all of a sudden now. They're frozen. Again, Johnny Cage is like the highlight of the. Totally normal. I don't know, like, I mean, if I had to rate the movie so far, it's like decent, like a 5 out of 10. I mean, the character designs are okay to fine. Editing's fine. The voice acting, anyways, good to exceptional. The fights are pretty good. But I don't know. This whole we keep cutting back from the main cast in the tournament to Scorpion's side story plot with him being chased by Cyrax, Smoke, and the other robot, and also being chased by Sub-Zero's brother as well, which I would have rather. I mean, I guess I don't know why they couldn't have just had the original Sub-Zero in this. And I don't know if the other animated movies connect to this or not. I know there's a couple animated Mortal Kombat films, but I don't know if any of them connect to each other. Seem like they don't because they're not numbered or. So I don't know. How did they get out of? Well, I guess maybe they melted the ice somehow. He pulled a Kamehameha. Ice style. Kame Jutsu. There's no way that took out those three robots that easy. Oh wow. Jeez. Well, they got the treasure Scorpio was trying to prevent them from getting. She's defending my honor. Sonya ain't no joke. I will say that's a criticism I'll give from the original '95 movie is Sonya she becomes a damsel in distress at the end. Hmm. This is not even fair. That guy is not like everybody else. Granted, Liu Kang isn't either, but at least he, you know, well, Stryker's dead. Fatality. He points at Liu Kang. Kung Lao. Oh, he's most likely either gonna die or just lose. He's not beating Shao Kahn. There's just no way. He's like the Thanos of. Jeez. Uses his own hat against him. Why didn't he move out the way? He ripped him apart. He said it. Fatality. He had no chance against Shao Kahn. I would have been like, can I face the girl instead? Katana. Can I face Katana instead? But not the main dude. Katana ain't no joke either, seems. What? Huh, she turned babyface right then and there. What's he got? Saiyan speed? Katana's gonna die. Oh, never mind then. Oh no, Sonya, not. This is not fair. Him using magic, like, against these normal people. Like, that's not even fair. It's called Mortal Kombat, and yet. How come he gets to use magic? Isn't Shao Kahn like a god too? Like, I just thought of that. Like, it's. Well, I guess not. You know, he has magic. Raiden had magic, but he was perceived as a god. Or even, um, what's the name? Shang. Like, he's using magic and spells. Like, the. How's that allowed? It's called combat. Figure. Grant, they are using, like, martial arts in some spots, but, like, still. That's not even fair. Huh. Might. How would he do that? Alright, Liu Kang. Oh, he does have magic. He could roasted him if I even roast him. He paralyzed your arm. He gave you the curse mark in your arm. Oh, now it wants to buffer. This is annoying. Come on. Well, looks like the Lin Kuei are gonna be good guys now. What? We collected this evil artifact even though Sub-Zero's brother was telling us it's a bad idea. Oh well. Granted, they're robots, so they were programmed to do what the elder Lin Kuei guy. Come on. Jeez, he pulled a predator on him. Ripped his spine right out. It's Raiden versus Shao Kahn. It looks like Raiden is dead. 3, 4 energy spikes. Fatality. Liu Kang's, he's going Super Saiyan. He's pulling a Goku. Oh, jeez. Oh, what? Now he's going Super Saiyan. He did it! He fucking did it! You just have Johnny Cage cheering the whole time. What? Really? Cyrax, Smoke, and the other robot is getting destroyed. Well, looks like Sub-Zero's brother and Scorpion are to the rescue to prevent the evil creature from appearing. Or not. The one being. Does Shinnok just assume he's gonna be, in good graces of this being since he brought him back? You are the Skywalker. You are the chosen one. He has been given God power, I guess. Of the Elder Gods. Well, it's just a giant Titan, lava-looking Titan dude. That's it. I don't really care for his design much. That's a letdown. Seriously, like that's a huge letdown. Like they built this being, evil being up, and then he's just a giant Titan, lava-looking demon dude. Now Liu Kang's just turned into a dragon, a Godzilla dragon. I hope that wasn't Baraka. Jeez. Why don't they throw grenades at these things? Like, you see, your bullets aren't doing anything. Or get some RPGs in there, or tanks. I mean, the fact that they packed in storyline of the main thing of Mortal Kombat tournament, and then the whole Scorpion side story, and then you have this where you have the evil entity being resurrected, which I would have thought that I thought it would have left off on a cliffhanger or something with this, but nope. They literally fit all that in this, which I'll give them credit for that. I'm not really a big fan of giant monsters fighting each other, though. Really not. Like, I never could get into Godzilla films. I like the 98 Godzilla film. A lot of people hate that one. I think it was 98. The one with Matthew Broderick or whatever. Was that 98? Yeah, 98. That doesn't even seem like a 90s film to me. I don't get why people hate it though. That's probably my favorite. If I had to choose or say, that's my definitive Godzilla. Well, I guess the battle's over now. Sorry again for the lack of commentating. Like, I'm just kind of over this whole movie so early now. Like, I think they could just cut the the whole resurrection of this evil being. They should have made that like either a separate. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't have even added that. I would have just made it, animated Mortal Kombat film based off the tournament. Nothing else really. Wow, Sonya came around to Johnny. Okay. Hey, there's Raiden. Well, that's it. So, the good guys won, of course. Um, I don't know. It was decent. The voice acting was pretty good. The animation was really good in most parts. I would say the only thing I don't care for again was the design of the main bad guy. What happened to Shinnok? Did he just get killed or possessed or something? But over that because of that being the the one or whatever being, which I guess. Um, yeah. Overall, uh, I would say I watched this over the reboot, but yeah, that's Mortal Kombat Battle of the Realms. So it's fine overall. I don't know if I would watch it again. It's not because it's not a bad film, but like I don't know. It kind of got repetitive after a while with the fights, um, and then the ending, sort of the final fight, dragged on a bit to me. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this. Please give it a like, thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and share. Thanks for listening. Take care, and peace and love.